And joining us now from Orlando is Dr. Richard Weinblatt. He's a former police chief as well as a former criminal justice professor. Sir, I appreciate your time. The first question, I guess, is does Casey's illness after more than 2 hours of this testimony generally generate sympathy or sway the jury in any way? What's its impact?
Well, look, the way I view it that she just had a panic attack. You know, it's almost like a Wienergate situation. You know, are you crying because you really feel bad about the situation? Or are you crying because you got caught and you're really scared? And I think it's the latter rather than the former. And I think that the pictures have just so much impact on the jury. I don't think she's going to elicit a lot of sympathy.
Well, then specifically for the jurors themselves, I mean, these people are plucked off the street basically when they get their jury summons. It's got to be tough for them to look at this. How does a jury react when they see a 2-year-old's skull presented for hours on end in graphic detail?
It is horrible. It's horrible for law enforcement people, and it's certainly, as you pointed out, Peter, correctly, it's even more horrible for folks that aren't used to it, and they don't have a choice. They can't leave the room like George and Cindy Anthony and other spectators in the courtroom did. They have to stay there. They have to look at it, and I think it haunts them. It's going to have an impact. Most defense attorneys, having been on the other side here, right, most defense attorneys really don't want to have these kind of pictures come in because they do hurt your client.
And, Doctor, looking at some of the evidence we've seen so far, recorded conversations where Casey is lying about the nanny, the amount of chloroform that was in Casey's car that the prosecution claims killed Kaylee, which was disputed by 2 experts. This case is hardly clear-cut, is it?
I don't think it's as clear-cut as some would like, but I do think that they are building a case like good prosecutors do, step by step. Look, the Orange County Sheriff's Office is a huge agency with 3,000+ personnel. They're used to homicides. They're used to missing person cases. Is it going to be Loctite like a CSI or an NCIS? No, that's unreal. But I think they've done a very good job on this, and I do think that they're going to get to the end goal here.
Dr. Richard Weinblatt, we appreciate your time today. Thanks very much.
Thank you, sir.